Jamie Lee Curtis, thanks for coming back on the project. How are you?
Very happy to see you.
Oh, likewise, and congratulations on another terrifying Halloween film. Is it weird to have people thank you for scaring the hell out of them?
You know, it's sort of the catalyst for this wave of emotion that comes over me, because people have been saying thank you to me for 44 years. Laurie Strode represented something to people. And for a long time, I didn't really understand why. And now, with my maturity and then this resurgent love for Laurie Strode as this icon of perseverance, courage, tenacity, warrior nature, I now get it. And so the wave of love for Laurie and gratitude to Laurie, I now am also drenched with, and it's overwhelming. And it's really quite heavy for me.
In the 13th installment, the masked madman is back on the loose in Haddonfield, and JLC is starring as the iconic Scream Queen for the very last time.
You pretend like you moved on, but you're actually just obsessed with death, and you're not gonna rest until you finish it.
You best believe it's a battle of the ages as Laurie looks to put an end to the Michael Myers bloodbath once and for all.
He killed my daughter, but tonight I will kill him.
You spent a lot of time in the last Halloween film in a hospital bed. Was it fun to be up and running for your life again?
Yeah. You know, the filmmakers painted themselves into a corner by giving Laurie a big, grievous injury to her abdomen. You know, it's not a paper cut. But, you know, there's a time cut of 4 years here. The Laurie we meet at the beginning of the movie with a little bit of hope, which is very unusual for a Laurie Strode character. She smiles. And I remember shooting the sequence, and then, you know, an hour later, my face hurt, and I couldn't figure out why. I thought maybe I'd, like, hurt my jaw or something. I realized it was because I had smiled, that Laurie had smiled, and all of a sudden, those muscles were being reactivated. So there's a hopeful beginning, and then, of course, you know, a landslide of violence and grief again.
You talk about the character of Laurie with such passion. I understand this is going to be the final Halloween film for you. Have you said goodbye to Laurie Strode?
You know, I've said goodbye a couple times. And the hardest part is the peeling the Band-Aid of the connection to my collaborators. Saying goodbye to that group of people has occurred. I have made it through. But now it's a much more profound goodbye, because the goodbye now is to the fans. And the fans gave me my life. They gave me my entire life. My creative life, my personal life, all comes from Halloween. So I don't think I am really prepared for what that's gonna feel like. I know I will always have that support, and I feel like I get that support from them in my other work. I do feel it. And yet I am saying goodbye. And thank you to millions of people who I'll never meet, who changed my life. And so it's hard.
It's so obvious hearing you talk about this character and the profound impact that it's had on your life. It's not the only role, though, that has affected so many people. Earlier this year, Everything, Everywhere, All at Once had me spiralling into this existential crisis. What's the response been like after that?
You know, Everything Everywhere All at Once is a miracle. It was made a couple years ago in 38 days in an abandoned office building in Simi Valley, California. And I get to play a villain.
Do you think this is funny?
And I get to play a villain who I understand. I know Deirdre Bo Beardra. I know so many Deirdre Bo Beardras who wield their power in their little jobs because they're so lonely when they go home at night. And that beautiful understanding emotionally allowed this totally free experience to happen. And it's just been, again, this incredible miracle of a movie. And I'm just having the best time with it. It's so fun.
Well, Jamie Lee, on behalf of your fans, I thank you. What a legacy. Laurie Strode, we say goodbye, and I say farewell to you. It's been a pleasure having a chat.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you.
just awesome, Jamie Lee Curtis. We've chatted to her a few times. I remember asking about the original Halloween. I asked her what her favourite memory was ever in movie making, and she painted such a beautiful picture of that first Halloween movie. It means a lot to her, and I really hope she gets nominated for an Oscar for Everything Everywhere All at Once. It's a magical movie. Well,
Halloween Ends screams its way into cinemas this Thursday, of course, October 13th.